going on, guys? It's your boy, and we're just about to head out for work. We actually got ourselves an order. It's a DoorDash at Beef O'Brady's. It's $6.75 for about 3 miles. Not too bad. So we'll get started with that in a second. There we go. Hey, Corey. There we go. Who the fuck are you? Hey, Angelo. You had a bad experience today? Going to give me a lot of money when I pick up the order or leave it and say they couldn't do anything about it because the idiots lost a lot of money. Oof. Sorry to hear that, Angelo. Hopefully your day gets better. Hey, Colleen. How you doing? We're just heading out to get our DoorDash order for the day. $6.75 for 3 miles. All right, let's get to it. Yeah, what's going on, everyone? Anybody got special plans today? On this wacky Wednesday? Hey, Salvador, how you doing? You just gave me a like. Appreciate that. You are heckin' dope. How you doing? Good to see you. We're picking up our first DoorDash order today. It's at Beef O'Brady's, $6.75 for 3 miles. Someone that was in the right-hand lane, they wanted to cross over 2 lanes to get behind me. It's weird. Yeah, wouldn't be the first time someone did that. Anyway. Nice. Well, gas is back down. It's only $2.87 a gallon over by me right now. So if you guys need to get some gasoline, I think now is probably a good time to pick some up. Because by tomorrow, it'll probably go up like 30-40 cents. Like when gasoline drops that low, it doesn't last that long. It'll last like 24, maybe 48 hours, maybe. Yeah, I was reading what you wrote earlier, Angelo. Sorry you had a bad day today. Hopefully it gets better, or tomorrow's a better day for you. I'm going to pick up this DoorDash order at Beef O'Brady's. Hey, what's up, Cole? Mr. Worldwide! Hey, Cole, how you doing? It's Mr. Worldwide! We're gonna pick up a Beef O'Brady's order. $6.75! Mr. Worldwide! Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. There we go. Mr. Worldwide. And let's run inside real quick. Gonna see if this order's ready. I'll be right out. Get the order. Let's see. Oh, hey, what's up, hero? Good to see you. Let's see, first time over here? Yeah, I think it is your first time. Cool. Yeah, I've been subbed to you, so. Good seeing you, buddy. How's everything going, hero? And you follow Nicole Billiards? Yeah. Yeah, she's almost at 3K watch hours. It's really cool, man. I know she's been busting her hump to get there. Happy to see it for her. Okay, so we just picked up our first DoorDash. It was at Beef O'Brady's, $6.75 for 3 miles. Okay. Didn't realize it wasn't subbed earlier. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. Yeah, I know, hero. I know a lot of people here. That's heckin' dope. Alright, I'm just going to let the customer know that I'm on the way. On my way with your order. Okay, there we go. Hey Corey, good to see you, buddy. Alright, so the ETA is 5:20 and it's only 5:11. It's very close. It's like 2 miles away, so let's get it. Hey, what's up, Detroit? Hey, Lala. How you doing? Good to see you. We're dropping off. It's $6.75 for 3 mile people, Brady's order. We just picked it up not too long ago, so we're going to go drop it off now. I'd like to get it on the left lane. There we go. Nice. Very nice. How's everyone's day going? Hey, Paranormal PR. Good to see you. And if everyone coming in, just don't forget to hit that lick button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. Let's see if we get it up to 10 plus licks before I drop this order off. How's everyone's day going? Anyone have special plans? You guys having a wonderful Wednesday? And feel free to comment on the Q&A question, which is, do you make more money in the rain? So feel free to share your experiences with that in the comments down below. Let's see. Oh, hey, Mike. How you doing? That's Fishworks. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. And Future Hero like this. Future Hero. Hey, thanks, Future Hero. Appreciate that. All right, looking through. All right, we're good. And let's see what we got. You finished laundry. He's gonna hop in the shower. Gotta see what happens next. Yeah, fair enough. And Detroit said his phone's broken. That sucks, man. I'm sorry to hear about that. Hey, you're not actively on a delivery, are you? You're still on the app. Ouch. That sucks, man. Hey, Deb, how you doing? We're dropping off our first DoorDash, Deb. Around 930 subs, so we're only about 70 away. We're only about 70 away from 1,000, and we're at 3,445 valid watch hours. So we're only about 550 away from 4K. So we're very close, guys. We're very close. I think at this rate, we can probably get fully monetized by the end of the month or early July. That's heckin' dope, man. Oh, now it says I'm 69 away? Well, that's noise. That is very, very noise. Good to see that. Alright, hold up. Wait a minute. Appreciate everyone that's been invested on my journeys, supporting the channel. You guys are heckin' dope, man. Well, we gotta rump up. $9.65 for 9.4 miles. Now I'm gonna hit the climb. That's not very good. No bueno. Very no bueno. Yeah, I can see they're not looking. All right, she's looking up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thanks, Lala. Appreciate that. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw my most recent community post, but starting Monday, I'm going to live stream my gym sessions. So I'm taking you guys to the gym with me starting Monday. Yeah. I've actually started going back to the gym last week, but I'm going to take you guys to the gym starting Monday. It'll be in the mornings. So if you guys are looking forward to that, ring that taco bell. That's that notification bell. Hey, what's up, Malcolm? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. We're just dropping off our first DoorDash of the day. $6.75, 3 miles from Beepo Brady's. Hope you're having a nifty day, Mr. Malcolm. Hope you're having a nifty day. Oh, where's the comments? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Malcolm says, got you playing in the background. Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. You are heckin' dope. And everybody that's been popping in and supporting the channel, doing all those good things and stuff, you guys are heckin' dope. For realsies. Just waiting to cross so we can get this dropped off. We're getting there. Come on, baby. Come on, Exxon. Aha, here we go. I always got to be careful when I'm on this side of the sidewalk. There's a lot of drivers, they don't look right when they make a right-hand turn. Which sounds pretty nonsensical, but you'd be surprised. All right, see, here's an example. Hey, look to your right. Can you see me? Thank you. Okay, you're gonna run me over? Oh, hopefully not, right? All right, thanks. You figure we got rush hour too. Everyone's going back home so they can order their DoorDash. And these ungrateful bastards, I'll wind up delivering their orders. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so my thing is that I'd say probably the past 10 months or so, I've been opportunistic doing calisthenics, and I do a lot of cardio on a regular basis, so I'm still in pretty good shape. But I signed up for the Anytime Fitness that's only about 2.5 miles from the house by me. They moved locations, so they were closed for a while, and then they moved over by Harrison Street by me. So the gym it was really nice. I was like, you know what? I'll sign up for that. So I signed up last week, and I started going last week. I mean, I have the exact programming and the exact exercises and sets and rep schemes that I've got chosen for myself. So I'll be going over all those kind of semantics and stuff. That way you guys have another thing to be invested in on with this channel. Another journeyest of journeys. You'll see plenty of them moving forward, as you guys have come to know. That's just how we roll here, am I right? Let's see, he is Mike the Bike. We on a bike. Yes. All right, let me drop this off. Be right there. Hey, how's it going? All right, first order down. So $675 total payout, $475 was a tip, the rest was base pay. Nice, very nice. Hey Don Arnold, how you doing? Dizzy? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have an iPhone or a phone that has like any significant image stabilization. So every bumpy wumpy that I hit, you feel it. You feel every bumpy wumpy. All right, let's see. Tacoma FD. I don't know what that is, or maybe I do. Are you talking about the truck, the Toyota Tacoma? Oh, it's a TV show? Ah, I see. Hey, what's up, Electric Scooter Man? How you doing? Wish you'd make more money during the night. Okay, what's this? Oh, we got a Grubhub order. All right, $7.94 for 5.6 miles. Oof. I'm gonna hold off and decline. If it was just a little more money, I'd probably take it. But at least I got a good amount of blocks scheduled. With Grubhub, so hopefully they'll send us some heckin' orders today. Hey Necro, how you doing? So you can do all those apps at the same time? Oh yeah, certainly. Yeah, there's no legal restriction with that. So if you want a multi-app, you know, like you're doing Grubhub, Uber Eats with DoorDash at the same time, you're always welcome to do that. In fact, it's probably ideal. I mean, DoorDash is my primary app. That's the main one I make money with. And I do Platinum, and I've got 100% acceptance rate. Let's see, Hero says, do you dash at night? And so is it scary? Yeah, I do dash at night. It depends how busy though. Some days I find myself dashing later than others. Scary, not really. I'm just sort of, I think for a lot of people, maybe, like if you have relatively poor eyesight or if you have like really bad anxiety, maybe. But I'm just sort of desensitized from nighttime work. You know, I'm used to the cray-cray drivers out there. So it is what it is. Oh, we just got another order. Okay, so we just got ourselves a DoorDash from Culver's. It's $6.50 for 3.5 miles. So I'll take it. All right, so we're gonna head back to Culver's and pick up this order. So the reason why DoorDash is my main app that I make money with it's the best one in my area. They have the most offers, and most of them are quite reasonable. Sometimes they're very good. So I just figure if that's the app providing the best cash flow, then that's the app that I prioritize the most. That's why I went with Platinum. And last month we were going for the 100% acceptance rate with DoorDash, and we pulled it off in exactly 4 weeks when I was at 80%. It would have taken half the time, but I missed an order because the system glitched. The network dropped out when I was dropping off an order, so they dropped me down from 99 to 98, just like that. So we had to go another 2 weeks or so, then we finally got that 100%. And I'd say overall I make more money by taking pretty much everything on DoorDash. I know people have their, they got their stipulations about that, but hey, at the end of the day, you got to do what's best for you. Let's see. I may order a different box than you have, as long as it's the pizza box cup holders. Yeah, you can get one that's smaller if you need something smaller. But honestly, like, if you want to hold the most amount of stuff on your bike possible, then get the one I have. Because it's basically a 20 by 20 by 20 box with backpack straps and catering straps. Like, you could do multiple things at once, right? You could clip it down to a rear rack on your bike. You could wear it like a backpack. It's got the catering bag handles. It's big enough to be a catering bag as well. So I really get a lot of value out of it. Hey Queen, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, yeah, my best friend, she's telling me about some stuff. I'll have to get back to that later. Let's see, Lala says, it's finally clouding. It was hot as hell here too. Oh yeah, I think it got up to 90 today over by me. And it actually rained about 10:30 to about 1:30. So it rained for a few hours. I was trying to get to the gym earlier, but it rained during the time that I was going, so I was like, that sucks. But oh well, it's okay. Hey Big Javi, how you doing? Good to see you. We're picking up our next DoorDash order after the light. You saw someone on eBay, $81.15 shipping for the one you got. Hey, it's a pretty good deal. It's like 20 bucks off. If you think it's a good idea, I'd say go for it, man. It's a really good bag. Honestly, it's probably the best bag for a bike dasher, in my opinion. Hey, what's going on, Mom of 2 CF Warriors? Good to see you. We're heading over to Culver's and picking up a DoorDash order. Let's get it. Culver's is to the left. And Lala's got work balls. All right, cool beans, Lala. Good luck with them. Hope they go well for you. The high was here, still at 88. Wow, it's actually hotter over by Lala than me. That's unusual. Usually it's either Florida or like, I don't know, Arizona. It's usually hottest. As far as like pure heat, usually it's Arizona. Uh-oh, copyright. Oh, I'm kidding. Oh, maybe, I don't know. All right, we just made the Culver's. I'm gonna run inside real quick. I'll be out in a jiffy. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me so far. Just don't forget to hit that like button. You guys are heckin' dope. Order's ready. Okay, so they did seal one of these drinks, but they didn't seal the other one, so I'm going to use the Scotch tape to seal it. Yeah, gonna have to get some more Scotch tape. Got a lot of mileage out of this thing. And of course, got the idea from Sunny Chronicles. Definitely go show her some love for me if you guys have yet to check out her channel. Sunny Chronicles. And Salvador's got to get going. All right, take care, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with me today. You were heckin' dope. Of course, they sealed the bag, so I can't put those in there. Oh well, no big deal. Let's see. Oh, hey, Grandma Moore. How you doing? Good to see you. So, Grandma Moore says rain equals more money. Yeah, I can certainly see the argument for it. I think when I used to drive, I definitely had some times where I would see higher order volume in the rain. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? How's your day going, Mom of 2 CF Warriors? Good to see you, too. So you got called in for work today, Eric? Just on our way to drop off this next order. On my way with your order. Okay, there we go. So the ETA is 5:51. It is 5:38. So we got a little under 13 minutes. Pissed today. Yeah, I mean, losing a significant amount of money like that, I'd be ticked off too. So I don't blame you, buddy. But hopefully tomorrow's a better day for you, Angelo. Ow. Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Good to see you. Alright, we just got a really good Grubhub order. $15.75 for 19.7 miles. Even if you flip that still wouldn't be amazing. I can understand why people would take it though. But me, nah, I'm not taking it. You got a sinus infection, Eric? Hope you feel better soon, buddy. Make sure you're drinking enough water. You figure it's recommended for sedentary people to have half their body weight in fluid ounces. So if you're not sedentary, which I know you aren't, that's more water, especially more physically active you are. That's a big reason why you see me go out of my way to make sure I got enough water. So, you know, I'm pretty physically active. Gotta drink enough to compensate for that. Alright, we just got another. Wow, this order's not very good either. $21.78 for 21.5 miles. That's great. I mean, that is $1 a mile for anyone that would take that, I guess. Hindu guy having me back and forth. Nah. I see. I'm sure you won't be messing with him again. Hey, it sucks to find out the hard way, but hey, life be like that sometimes, right? Hey Colleen, how you doing? I was telling people earlier that I'm gonna start taking you guys to the gym with me this Monday. I signed up for Anytime Fitness last week, and I started going to that gym because they opened a new location. And I'm gonna take you guys with me live stream to the gym in the mornings. So if you guys are looking forward to that, ring that Taco Bell so you get notified. Yeah, I've had a lot of people asking me about that, so I was like, you know what? I think we should do it. So, like for a while, I was just opportunistically working out, but I decided, you know, start setting some hard boundaries as far as my time. You know, instead of just constantly doing gig work all the time, I decided to set some hard boundaries for, you know, some periods of the day, some days of the week, go to the gym. I have everything written out, laid out too, just like how I used to. So that'll be pretty exciting. I started going last week, but I was keeping it a secret. I mean, I was hinting at it a little bit, but other than that, I was keeping it a secret. And I was like, hey, let's start rolling it out next week. Okay, we're almost there. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Bumpy, bumpy. Alright, skip your head on the road. start getting some of those pro shop reports tonight, huh? Some of all these food deliveries. Okay, here we are. That was $6.50. $4.50 was the tip. The rest was base pay. How's it going? Okay. Oh, here we are. Let's see. Hey DJ, how you doing? We just got our first shopper order for the day. It's $6.25, 2 miles, 8 items at Winn-Dixie. So this will be our third order of the day in total. Hope you're having a wacky Wednesday today, DJ. We're just on our way to go pick up this order. 8 items. Any heavy stuff? No, it's quite small, so that's good. The order's quite small. Let's see, you're doing good? Nice. That is very nice. Glad to hear that you're having a good day. We're less than a mile away from the store, so we'll just head right over there and I'll take you guys inside. Hey Jack, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. We picked up our third order for the night. It's $6.25, a little under 2 miles, 8 items at Winn-Dixie. The other 2 orders were $6.75 and $6.50 respectively. Oh yeah, Jack, I don't know if you saw my community post, but I'm going to start taking you guys to the gym with me this Monday, starting Monday. So be on the lookout for that. It's a new series that you guys will see on the channel regularly. It's called Mike Go Gym. Mike Go Gym. What the hell do you think you're doing? Shit. What a wacko. Alright, just made to Winn-Dixie. remember you were saying you were adding new material, wondering what it would be. Oh yeah, I mean, I had a lot of people asking me about it, and I know my buddy Ulf, he was constantly pestering me about it. It's like, hey, you gotta go back? It's like, we'll see, man, we'll see. So, you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start setting some hard boundaries for myself with gig work. That way I'm just not constantly working my days away. So this is something I'm doing with that. Hey Yvonne, how you doing? And I see Positive Popes is here too. How you doing, buddy? Rain does not equal more monies. I could definitely see some arguments for that. I know in my case, for example. But yeah, for anyone that's just tuning in the stream, feel free to answer the Q&A question. And if you guys are just coming in, hit that like button while you're at it too, please. That'd be heckin' dope. And take you guys inside. We'll do some shopping. Let's see. I believe you do make more money in the rain. I usually don't work in the rain. Gig work, that is. Yeah, I don't preferably work in the rain myself. I'm sure you guys can understand why. Like, it actually rained earlier. I was going to go to the gym earlier, but it rained till about a little after 1. I did wind up going afterwards, though, so that was good.
Sometimes the people, they just tell me
$7.97. Wow, that's actually a pretty good order. I can't take it, though. Man, why does Grubhub do me like that? They're always sending me good orders like this. They're always sending me good orders every time that I commit to a DoorDash order, and I'm already at the store. They always do that. Oh, well. Yeah, just remind me to fill up my water while I'm in here. Hopefully they're not blaring that stupid copyright music. Oh, you're at your car again? Oof. Didn't you just get it back and taken care of? Yeah, man. These freaking cars, I swear. It's like, you know, society forces you to depend on one, but they're not reliable either. Go figure. Okay, arrived at the store. Alright, we sent the intro text. Oh, Grubhub. Oh, wow, this is bad. $4.51, 8.8 miles. Wow, that's an insult. That's like half $1 a mile. Yeah, just one bag will do. Alright, one and done. Yeah, sorry you gotta deal with all that, Yvonne. It's no bueno. Very bad juju. In fact, we got an emoji for that. That definitely describes the situation. Bad juju. Only 3 days. Wow. You know, it was the last major repair that I had on a car, my Ford Focus back in 2023. The whole hydraulic system needed to be replaced. That cost me almost $2,000, and Firestone fucked it up. They also weren't willing to replace. They weren't willing to fix the job without added payment. Even though I bought the warranty for it. I bought the warranty and they didn't honor the warranty. So I was like, you know, what's even the point then? You know, what's even the point? I basically just wasted $1,800 and change for nothing. Like, that was the last straw for me. It was that specific situation. That was the last straw for me when it came to using a car, let alone owning one. I was like, fuck this. I've had enough. And keep in mind, too, I already had my e-bike, my first e-bike. So I basically just sold my car as is. And, you know, that's all she wrote. Can I park my parking? Ooh, ouch. Oof, that's a risky channel name. Reckon I'm welcome in this chat. We'll test the waters. All right, so we gotta get Smarties. It says aisle 2. So look at here. Let's hope we don't get a slap with a copyright. Uh-oh. Okay, I had to mute that for a little bit. Copyright music. I'm a kind person, trying not to let life get too serious. I see. Oh, damn music. Yeah, I gotta mute it again. Hold on. Okay, it'll get a little quieter. Well, maybe not. As far as that park guy, I mean, while you're still here, you might as well hit the lick button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. You might as well hit that button while you're at it. Double tap, as some people would say. See, Yvonne is putting out that corntastic emoji. That is heckin' dope. Super many heckin' dopes indeed. So we only got 2 items to go. And then we'll bag up, pack up, drop it off, and take it from there. If I had to guess, the cheesecake filling is probably over there. Okay, they got cheesecake crumble. Oh, it's like a big thing of cheesecake filling. Huh. Playing Ariana Grande, huh? Yeah, she's my bae. Oh, would be down here if they have it. It says 24.3 ounce. You parked your wagon. Well, you know, that's just what you do. Just trying to figure out what this cheesecake filling's at. Could be over by the whipped cream. Yeah, it's definitely not over here. Yeah, I'm gonna guess it's probably over by probably over there. Yesterday, shot the spark order, loaded up the car, had to bring it into the store because the car didn't start. Hey, at least you still got paid for it. It sucks to hear about your car situation now. It's no bueno. Hey, Crazy Life, how you doing? Good to see you. Just don't forget to hit that lick button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. We're trying to find some cheesecake filling. Yeah, it says cheesecake, no bake. No. I thought it'd be here. Yeah, cheesecake crumble. But that's not the one. Could be buried in with the yogurt somewhere. Scanning through it right now. Okay, don't see it there. Oh, there it is. Found it. Found it. So, ta-da! Right up there. Little sneak. It was hiding up in the sour cream. There we go. We got everything. Now we go to the register and check out. Let's see. Crazy Life says, good. How about you? Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Having a good day. I know the past few months or so, I've been having more good days than not good days. That's always nice. Very nice indeed. Right, time to go check out. You hate when cars break down? Yeah. These cars, they're just not reliable. That's really what it is. Doesn't matter what brand it is, because you got to basically spend the rest of the car's life overpaying for outrageous repairs and maintenance.
Enter your phone number. Please place your bag in the bag area. Then press the button to disconnect your leg.
Press the button, continue.
$5.99. Place your enter your phone number. Please your rewards card now. $4.99. $4.39. $1.25. $5.29. $6.59. $1.25. Rewards account accepted. Scan operator will please wait.
System process. Follow the instructions on the
Please remember to take your receipt
and check the coupon printer for any coupons which may be available to you. Okay, here we go. The price sure shaky. Is that supposed to be a pun because of the shaky camera? Well, they can be shaky though. Hey Cassandra, hey Joyce. Remember to hit that like button. Let's see if we get it up to 30 before I drop this bad boy off, huh? I hope everyone's having a good day today so far. Hey, Cassandra, if you're still here, I'm taking you guys to the gym with me on Monday. So be on the lookout for that. Taking you guys to the gym on Monday. Hey, Clayton, how you doing? Good to see you, buddy. I'll be going in the mornings, so you may or may not be up by then, to whom it may concern. Yeah, I'll basically show you how an ex-personal trainer gets things done. Because I did that for about 3 years. A side hustle of mine. Used to be a personal trainer. I forgot to fill up my water. Oh well. I mean, we still got over half the bottle, so we'll be all right. Hope you make lots of money. Thanks, Clayton. Appreciate that. All right, let's see where we're dropping this bad boy off. My son was a personal trainer also. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we got to go to Elizabeth. On my way with your order. Okay. Yeah, I'll talk more about those kind of topics during those streams, but when I used to do personal training, I always did in real life. I used to have one client that I would coach from Canada. I had one client that I did that with, so we did like the FaceTime stuff for a while. But otherwise, I always did IRL, and what I would do, I would always bring my equipment to the client's place. Like, this was back when I used to drive too. I would load up the trunk with I had 2 barbells. I had one of those easy grip barbells, the ones that are like zigzag shaped, and I had a full length stiff bar. You know, those 20 kilogram stiff bars. I had one of those, and I had a bunch of cast iron plates. I had a couple sets of 45s. I had a 35, a set of 25s, and some smaller ones. And I would load up my car, and I would bring them directly to the client's place. That way I could have them train with weights, you know? So instead of just like, you know, doing more lightweight stuff, I would train them on how to lift, like do actual resistance training, you know? And I've coached some pretty decent, I've had some pretty decent success stories. So the client that I used to coach from afar, she has arthritis in her knees, and I coached her to being able to squat deep with weight, pain-free. And another guy that I used to coach too, he had a torn rotator cuff and not a herniated disc, but he had lower back problems too. I coached him doing deadlifts and barbell rows, pain-free. And I had another client who had a herniated disc, same thing, and she was doing, she was also doing jujitsu too. I don't know if she still does or not. And I've had some other ones too. Another client of mine, he had to get surgery around his inner groin. I think it was on his left side, if I'm not mistaken. I helped him coach. I helped coach him to deep squats, weighted pull-ups, dips, stuff like that, pain-free. What's your recommendations for not getting Parkinson? It's hard to... I don't really know how to answer that. I would say talk to your doctor, your primary caretaker, your primary medical professional, you can speak, I guess. And maybe not violate parking ordinance wherever you're at, too. I don't know. All right, we're almost to the customer. Hey, Simra, how you doing? Good to see you. We're just dropping off this DoorDash order. And should be this one. Oh wait, 1770. All right, never mind. Okay, we're at the right one. Sweet. Need a clip of you saying the B word. Bitch. How about that one, Cole? Bitch. Is that the right B word? Yeah, Simra, good to see you. Noise. Have a safe ride. Will do. I bet Cole's got an interesting project he's working on. Google said diet and working out. Yeah, that would probably do it. Those things wouldn't hurt you, at least. Oh, you will be right there. And I'll be right the heck out of here. Oh, we got our next DoorDash. So $6.75 for 3 miles at Royal Sushi. Let's get it. Oh, I just got notified that the order's ready for pickup. So let's get it. Hey, what's up, Caleb? How you doing? You only make more money when it snows. Yeah, I guess it's safe to say that when that happens, it's no problem making more money. Say it like you mean it. Say the P word. No, I was only saying that for Cole. So not really random or anything. Okay. So yeah, the order's ready. So we'll just head right over there and get it done. But yeah, for everyone that's coming in, don't forget to hit that like button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. Appreciate that. You guys are heckin' dope. I hope everyone's having a wonderful, wacky Wednesday today. Why did the Coca-Cola splash in my face? From all the shaking. Yeah, it's funny because it's true. I mean, that would do it. That would do it. Let's see. Hope your day's going good, says Clayton. Yeah, overall pretty good day. Went to the gym earlier, and we're out working right now. I'll be taking you guys to the gym with me starting Mondays. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be around morning time or so. less than a mile east. My dog is watching the stream from her doghouse. Got to spread the word. You her. Yeah. Well, that's heckin' dope. Alrighty, let's go. Yeah, I was muting it because it's pretty loud. The bike's pretty loud when I'm riding it. When I go to the gym, when I bring you guys to the gym with me, I'll use my wireless microphone while I'm in there. Because I think they play copyright music. So I wouldn't want to, be working out and chit-chatting with you guys and then get slapped with a copyright every time I go in there, But yeah, I figured, so one of my main problems with live streaming while I have a microphone plugged in is that in order for a microphone to work with this phone, I have to use the USB port on the phone. And that drains more battery, for one. Two, I can't charge the phone while I'm using the microphone. So you see there's a problem there, right? So I just kind of, we just kind of put up with, the wind sounds and stuff while I'm riding. But I figured a compromise is that while I'm riding, I can mute it from time to time so it's not nearly as loud, Especially when I'm like really zooming on the bike. Didn't hear you. I'm not reading that whole thing out loud, so YouTube is not particularly keen about me. They're not particularly keen about reading off certain diseases and whatnot, or DRUGs or anything like that. That could lead to lower viewership and less recommendations. That's counterproductive to a growing channel, as you might assume. Okay, here we are. So we made the royal sushi. I'm going to run in there real quick. It's funny because they don't really mind profanity, but whatever. Research purposes, not able to find a clip of you saying winky tippy, despite hearing all the time. See, there you go. Winky tippy. All right, figure it out. There's your clip, Cole. Luckily, the order was ready as soon as I got there. Let's see. Rules for this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to read. You got to read the community guidelines on YouTube. They've definitely been cracking down even more now. I understand why too. A lot. You know what it is, man? Like people exploit the system, and then these systems they have to crack down. And unfortunately, what happens is sometimes you get collateral of innocent people. So my best bet is to just be as squeaky clean as I realistically can for the most part, and only staying within the confines that YouTube tolerates. Like if I say fuckity fuck, for example, YouTube doesn't really care. But if I start talking about certain performance enhancing D words, like D-ball or SARMs or stuff like that, then suddenly YouTube's like, uh-oh, this guy's talking about PEDs, uh-oh. Wouldn't want that to happen, you know? Or if we start talking about the COVID 2019, the COVID 2019, YouTube still cracks down on that. They also crack down on IPF stuff and a bunch of other things. Okay, looks like you're heading out. All right, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. You are heckin' dope. Okay. Picked up their order. The ETA is 6:35. It's 6:23, so we got about 12 minutes. Let's get it. So, moral of the story: don't piss off the YouTube overlords. That's the moral story for you, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what's going on, ladies guy? How you doing? Handmade, homegrown. Good to see you. We're dropping off another DoorDash. This is order number 4 for the night. It's a 675 for about 3 miles from Royal Sushi. Overall, these orders have been pretty reasonable. You know, it's weird though. Every order has paid either $625, $650, or $675. Every single order has so far. That's interesting, to say the least. I mean, the orders are, you know, they're pumping them out regularly though, so thankfully, there's not much downtime at all at the moment. Hopefully it stays that way. You figure if I'm going to be dedicating X amount of time, certain time slots of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year, etc., I try to fill in that time with as much work as I can, even if the orders aren't always great, you know. At the end of the day, if I'm already spending that time working, might as well spend that time working, right? Makes sense to me. So whenever there's not much downtime, that's actually a good thing in my opinion. Like during the hours that I dedicate to work. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. That makes sense. That's one of the things that keeps me going with taking every order with DoorDash. Because at least there's an incentive behind it. So it just works out in my favor in that sense. We're getting pretty close to the customer. And then we'll see what else we get tonight. Let's see, you had a customer in the car? That's all good, Cassandra. Appreciate you being here with us. We're just dropping off our next order right now. 675 3 miles from Royal Sushi. Let's get it. And coming right up on the left. So, what do you think, Cassandra? Do you find yourself making more money in the rain, or do you find yourself making less money in the rain? Feel free to share with us in the comments down below. Personally, for me, I make less money, but that's really because of my limitations more than anything else. Like, I could work in the rain, but it's generally not safe. So for the most part, even though I bring a poncho with me, it's mainly to just deliver an order that I'm already working on or to get back home, or both. I wouldn't say it's particularly safe a lot of the time anyway, unless you got the right equipment set up. But I could definitely see the argument to make more money in the rain, for sure. Less people going out and placing orders themselves, right? Or picking up their own stuff. I'm not lazy, like all these other DoorDash customers. Says the holier-than-thou people out there. It's funny. I digress. I'll be right back. Oh, wow. That order sucks. Ugh. That's rough. $10.80 for about 6.5 miles. So instead of the Winn-Dixie that I'm like a mile from, they want me to go all the way up to the North Winn-Dixie. Ugh. Fine, I'll take it. Okay. And poopy toopy. Let's see, they need Mike the bike up there. Yeah, I guess out of all the DoorDash drivers in Titusville, they need me specifically to go up to the North Winn-Dixie. Yeah. But hey, you know me, right? I'm pretty adamant about upholding that 100% AR with DoorDash. So we're throwing caution in the wind and taking it. Even though I'm a bit reluctant. Hey, who knows? Maybe they'll tip me a couple extra bucks. As you guys have come to know, I get quite a few customers like that on the regular. They'll throw me a couple extra bucks because I'm the one that did their order. I did it my way. Let's see. I see Simra's still here. Good to see you. Or Simra. Where I live, it was raining, fog, some poor man got ran over at the intersection. That's rough. I lost my phone earlier, so I ran to the house. It wasn't even there. I left it at the restroom. I was freaked out. Thank God it was still there. Oh yeah, can't say I haven't had that happen before. I've had that happen a couple of times. Made it 100. Give me props. Yeah, I mean, we're going on. Yeah, I think essentially it's been about 2 weeks that we've kept the 100% acceptance rate. Yeah, it's been let's see, we hit on the 28th, right? So tomorrow it's going to be 2 weeks that we've maintained 100% acceptance rate with DoorDash. Man, I never thought I'd see the day when I would do that. To not only hit 100%, but to keep it. I must be a goddamn madman or something. Hey, I make it happen, right? I said I was going to do it, and I did it. Oh, hey, Mary, how you doing? It's gonna pour over for you. You made 92? Oh, nice. Yeah, after I get this order, we gotta go to the North Winn-Dixie. So that's no bueno, but it's okay. After I get this order, we'll be at 37.05 on a $60 goal. So not too bad. Oh, let's go! Wow, look at that. Nice. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. You are heckin' dope. Let's see who lucked out with the members. Okay. So, looks like, all right, Kamari got one. That's nice. I see Christy. And, okay, Homestead got one. Justin and Coffee Cake got one. Nice. Hey, that's heckin' dope. Appreciate that. That is very nice. Let's get some emojis up in here, baby. Let's get those emojis going. Now let's see. Cassandra says, need a nap. You need a nappy wappy. Might be a good idea to take a nappy wappy then. Yeah, it's heckin' dope. Oh yeah, Mary, I was telling some people, I made a post too. So starting Monday, I'm taking you guys to the gym with me in the morning. So if you're looking forward to that, just ring that Taco Bell so you get notified when I stream. Yeah, let's get those emojis. Let's go! Yeah, that's heckin' dope, man. We're not too far away from, I think we got like 170 something, 180 something members now. That's nuts. That's crazy, dude. That's really heckin' dope. And I got you guys to thank, everyone that's just been very generous and gifting memberships to people. The cool thing too, I think quite a few of them are probably going to renew as well. So that's nice. That's very nice. So we got a few miles to go. I'm going to mute you guys on and off, just so the stream is a little less loud, for lack of a better word. But I appreciate everyone being here with me so far. You guys are heckin' dope. And let's see if we get that up to 40 licks, right? Let's see if we get 40 likes before I drop off this next order. Hey, thanks for looking video, button lady. Wink, wink. Appreciate that, button lady. You are heckin' dope. Ah, there's the Mikatos. There's the Katos. Ow. Thank you for licking the video, Katos. What do we got here? Oh, we got Burpee Reaper. What's going on? Good to see you. Just saw you comment on my short. Appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, and thanks for licking that video. We're up to 40! Let's go! Hey, you guys are heckin' good, man. We got some construction to go around. Oh no! How am I going to get around this obstacle? Oh, there's just no way. Hey, Lizzie, there's just no way. How am I going to get through this? Oh no, I'm doomed. Oh, wait a minute. That's right. I can go through it. That's what I'm talking about. Na. I can do it and you can't. Noise. Very noisy. All right, now we keep on going. We're not too far away. We're about, I think, 2.5 miles away. So not too much longer. appreciate you guys popping in so far. And for anyone that doesn't know, we're working on a DoorDash order right now. It's paying $10.80, going about 6.5 miles. It's a Winn-Dixie order with 15 items. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'm not exactly sure what the items are. But either way, we got a job to do, right? Your ears stop working? Oh no, I start, whenever I'm riding, I'm gonna mute the stream on and off, just so it's a little quieter, slightly quieter experience. Because if I use my wireless microphone, one, it's a lot quieter, but to the point where you guys can't hear me well. And it uses battery, it uses phone battery, so I can't charge the phone, and it drains battery. That's why I haven't been using that. Now, when I go to the gym, I'll use the microphone when I work out. Because for anyone that doesn't know, I'm taking you guys to the gym with me starting Monday. I mean, I've been going to the gym, but I'm going to be taking you guys with me starting Monday. Thanks, appreciate it. A little off-roading. But yeah, I figure it's a bit of a compromise where, you know, like I mute it a little bit. Like whenever I'm not talking or anything and I'm riding my bike, especially if I'm going really fast. But yeah, I think you guys will be into that. I've had quite a few people asking me about that for a while now, especially my buddy Ulf. So I've kind of kept it under wraps for a little bit. But then I was like, hey, you know what? They recently opened a new location of Anytime Fitness pretty close to me. And I think that gym's cool. I just like the fact that there's so many of them everywhere. So I rejoined them with Active and Fit direct. That way I'm only paying half the price. Plus, don't get me wrong, like I've been physically active for a while. Like I do a lot of cardio regularly, and I've opportunistically done calisthenics, but I definitely needed to touch some weights again. So last week I decided to join that gym, get myself in the swing of moving some iron around again. So I think you guys will find that quite enjoyable. And it doesn't feel like I skip much of a beat, because one thing that I hang on to pretty well is strength. I've been naturally strong throughout my life, so I've been able to hang on to a lot of that quite impressively. However, I mean, some things have changed. Right, some things have changed. Like, I did have that accident on my bike back in December, and my right knee hasn't been fully the same since then. It's definitely atrophied a bit. So it's going to take some time for my squat to go back up. All right, Lizzie's off to bed. Have a good evening. Hey, you too, Lizzie. Am I going to bulk and get big? Well, that's the thing too, right? The fact that I've been physically active and I have been resistance training periodically for a while, even when I wasn't at the gym, I've been able to hang on to a lot of that tissue and strength over the years. I've been able to hang on to a lot of it pretty well. And as far as bulking now, I'm already big enough. Body weight wise, I'm already big enough. I hover around 180 to 185 pounds at 5'7". The whole lean bulk thing is really stupid. You know, if you're gonna bulk, just commit to it. See, if anyone knows how to do that quite well, it's bodybuilding. So what they do, right, is let's say that you have someone that decides they want to get into bodybuilding. What they're going to do, especially if they're very young, is you go in the gym, you pick basic compound exercises where, you know, you're working multiple muscle regions, multiple joints simultaneously. Like, let's say bench press, barbell rows, deadlifts, squats. You max out on those. You get as strong at those as you can, as possible during that newbie gain phase. Like, let's say 16, 17, 18 years, right? Right, that's basically what you do with that, and you eat a lot. So during that time, you're going to put on the most muscle mass that you possibly can in the shortest period of time possible. And then you decide you want to do bodybuilding. So let's say that you have that foundation, you hire a coach. The coach is going to have you bulk up to a certain amount of weight within a timely manner. So they're not going to have you do it 10, 11 months and then just cut back down immediately. That's stupid. That's the quickest way to spin your wheels for years and years on end. What they're going to have you do is they're going to have you do a bulking phase. It's a phase. The bulk is not the goal. It is a vessel to get you to the goal, which would be your target weight range. That's a common misconception that fitness influencers know, and they use that to deceive people. And the reason why they do that is their main clientele is people that don't know what they're doing. That's their main clientele. People that don't know what they're doing, they listen to any haphazard advice that they can because it sounds good and they're good looking and they have shredded abs, brah, right? They look the part. So you're going to listen to whatever bullshit they have to say. But what you do is you have a phase, a bulking phase if you're going to get into bodybuilding or bodybuilding training. You have a bulking phase if you need to get bigger. If you're already big, you don't need to do that. You just need to lift the weights and follow the regimen. But if you're not big enough, you have a bulking phase, right? And when I say big enough, I'm talking how much you physically weigh. Like if you're 5'7", 200 pounds, you don't need to bulk. You're already big, dude. You just need to get into your training. You need to get into your off season. That's what they call it. An off season is that dedicated amount of time. It usually lasts 6 to 8 months for a lot of them. Sometimes 4 to 6 months if they have to compete at a show to get a qualifier, right? But generally speaking, it's either 4 to 6 months till they get a qualifying show or 6 to 8 months before they prep for the major show like Nationals or the Olympia, depending on the federation that you're at. And also depending on your current level of the ranks. Because you figure you need to compete at local shows and then move up to county and then move up to state, then move up to regional and then nationals before you can get a pro card, depending on the division. So then when you're a pro, you're competing at the highest level, whether it's natural or enhanced. So once you reach that stage where you basically do a bulk and cut phase in between an off season prior to each time that you need to compete, then you make that decision if you want to continue competing as a natural or if you want to go for your pro card as undrug tested, all right, non-drug tested federation. And then of course we know where that can be. How can you continue to make gains then? The whole maintaining thing doesn't make any sense either. If you want to maintain what you built, then here's what you do. You work out for a while, and then you just drastically cut the volume down to maintenance level, which is usually about 1/3 of the volume that it took for you to make the gains that you did. Nobody does that. So you have a bulking phase, and then during your off season, you are maximizing your performance in the gym via strength and muscle building, as well as continuing to keep up with your cardio regimen, because you want to put on metabolic tissue. You want to add stage weight the next time you compete. So let's say that the first time you competed, 6 foot, 180 pounds, relatively low body fat on stage. Like you were lean enough to see vascularity, maybe a decent set of abs, some faint muscle separation, right? At, let's say, 6 foot, 180 pounds. The next time that you compete, the goal is to be bigger, right? The goal is to be bigger, to be able to either weigh as much or weigh more and simultaneously look leaner. So that's the point of you having the bulking phase to get into the off season. Your off season is the time spent making the most of that recruited tissue during your bulking phase, because you want to weigh more and be more vascular and shredded and dry and grainy compared to the last time you competed. If bodybuilding is a serious aspiration competing wise, you want to gain muscle forever. Well, the thing to keep in mind is that you do have a genetic limit to how much muscle you can carry on your frame. The closer you get to your limit, the longer it takes to get to your limit. At some point, you're going to start experiencing diminishing returns with your training. You're going to have to work harder for less overall gains and slower progress. That happens eventually. The idea of just gaining muscle forever, that's a complete fallacy. That's not even biologically possible. You can extend that time if you were to, hand in your natty card, so to speak. I'm not saying I would advise that. But even still, that has a limit too, and that has consequences, especially with your health. And no matter how muscular and big and good looking that some of these bodybuilders might be, you figure 5'7", 250 pounds ripped on stage is comparable to the morbidly obese at that height. So even if you're a bodybuilder at that height, you're still carrying a lot of tissue on your frame your body was just simply not meant to carry. Your heart, your kidneys are working a hell of a lot harder. And plus, no matter how good they might look on the outside, it's a goddamn train wreck on the inside. They just can't contractually talk about it, right? There's a contractual obligation to not talk about that stuff. Plus, there's legality behind that too, right? Because even though in some places it's legal to engage in PEDs, a lot of places it's either not or it's definitely not to trade or sell. Especially in Canada. Canada's very strict about that stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of Canadian pro bodybuilders. You know what I mean? But I digress. How do you gain muscle eating maintenance? You go to the gym and lift weights. That's pretty much it. You follow your diet and training protocols. And it's not maintaining, right? That word needs to die. No one has a bulking phase to maintain. That doesn't make any sense. What you're doing is you're changing your bodily composition. You're changing your bodily composition with that added tissue during your bulking phase. That's the whole point. The whole point of the bulking phase is to get bigger and to get to a weight range that allows you to put on metabolic tissue and strength, ideally, for your genetics and for your structure. Right? That's the whole point of that. PT said you need to eat a very small surplus. Well, yeah, of course. So, but keep in mind, right? Eating a surplus doesn't mean that you are netting a surplus. That's a very important distinction. You're not netting a surplus by eating in a surplus. Not inherently. Because remember, the laws of thermodynamics are not as simple as just eat a certain amount of calories, get infinitely bigger. We know that's not the case. You are eating more overall during your whole off season, right? The bulking phase is part of the off season. During your whole off season, which includes the bulking phase, you are eating more on the whole. The difference is that you are eating exponentially more during the bulking phase, where your energy balance is to where your overall energy consumption supersedes your energy expenditure. That's what that is. And keep in mind too, the more metabolic tissue you have on your frame, the more energy that you burn at rest. You can literally you can be like, what, say 5'7", 190 pounds ripped, and just sit around burning 3,500 to 4,000 calories a day. You could literally do that, just burning calories from having more muscle on your frame. Let me see if we got produce. We got produce. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not eating a small surplus during your off season, you're going to lose weight again. Because keep in mind, right, that energy that you consumed during your bulking phase, you're putting that towards greater effort level, more muscle, more strength in the gym. So if you just suddenly drastically cut down your energy consumption, then yeah, you're going to lose weight. And you don't want to do that unless you're medically advised to do so. If you medically have to for some reason, then fine. But otherwise, no. Okay, what do we got? We got to get minced onions, or diced onions, I mean. Makes sense than what most people usually say. Well, you know what it is, man? Most people are either clueless or they're liars, right? The people, like the actual bodybuilding coaches that train bodybuilders to get as big and ripped and strong as possible, they actually know what they're talking about. Unfortunately, the fitness industry is full of charlatans and fake gurus. They sell you a bunch of empty promises. They tell you what you want to hear, but it doesn't actually work if you're trying to make progress. If you want to spin your wheels for the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years of your life in the gym, then sure, right? But if you're serious about strength and muscle, you're not going to listen to a goddamn word any of them say. They don't know what they're talking about. They're full of shit. All right, hold on a second. Oh, here we are. There we go. Jeremy at the end still looks small. Well, I hate to say it, he is. He's also relatively weak, and yet he gives strength advice too. But here's the thing, right? He's a reasonably good-looking guy, and he's got six-pack abs. So any schmuck is going to listen to him because he looks the part. That's really what it is. And he says big words, and he says science-based. But meanwhile, he's infamous for cherry-picking studies and misrepresenting research. It's the one that's got a lid, right? Oh, no, it's not the one with the lid. Okay, I think I got it. Like, he had the nerve to say that at some point you expend less energy with performing the same amount of cardiovascular activity. Like, laws of thermodynamics beg to differ. Right? Especially if you're adding more muscle to your frame, you're actually going to burn more. You're going to burn more from the same effort. Not only that, but if you work to improve your effort level, you're going to burn more in general. That's not how it works. The whole, like, oh, you eventually burn less calories. How? And he openly lied about that. He took the video down and he re-released a re-edited version where he was attempting to correct information. He kept that part in. And that was the main criticism against his video. He kept that part in. So again, like, that basically, like, that was the moment when I realized that he's just a fucking liar. He doesn't actually care about helping people. He's a liar. But I digress. Okay, beefy onion. Gotta go back. Don't like him. He had bad technique. Oh, yeah. That's a similar thing that Jeff Cavalier from AthleanX.com has, too. Like, they have to rely on their reputation to carry their recommendations. But when you actually break a lot of their recommendations down, this sounds like something that an amateur would say. But hey, they don't look it, and they have a big following, and they probably have more money in their bank than I do, so what do I know? I'm just a keyboard warrior. Do I like Jeff Nippard? I don't love him. I don't. But he's hardly the worst. My main problem with him is he's very confirmation biased, and I know that that's a common thing in fitness, but he really is, and he is a lot more than he's willing to admit. Because what he does, right, he does the whole science-based thing, and don't get me wrong, I understand why. I think there's a time and place for that stuff. But it's usually just very, very trivial points, or he gets very pedantic about it too. To the point where if his research paper that he found versus what I might find says something different, then I'm wrong. And Jeff is like that. And he's like that a lot more than he's willing to admit. And it's like, hey, whatever happened to being unbiased when it comes to assessing information, you know? He's very, very biased in that sense. But he's not as bad as a lot of these other guys, so whatever. Okay, we gotta get Sunday pot roast. This is aisle 12, right? That'll be back there. Let's see, who's the worst? I guess it depends if they're dead or alive. If I had to pick one of my all-time least favorite, it's Mike Menzer. I really don't like most of his advice at all. Like, I respect his stance on training intensity, but he basically says if you're not doing what he preaches, then it's fundamentally wrong, which simply isn't true. And it came from his own bias of placing runner-up at the Olympia and the resentment that he carried after he placed fifth at the 1980 Olympia, because he got beaten by a bunch of other people that objectively looked better. They were more complete muscularity-wise. They had better structures and symmetry than him. And let's be honest, he was jealous. But he would have never admitted it. And of course, he doesn't live to do that now because he died a long time ago. And I'm looking for the 750 milliliter. I think it's next aisle over. Let's see. Greg Doucette's good. He's good when he wants to be. That's how I feel about Greg Doucette. He's great. He's good when he wants to be, but he's got a very long history of lying, a very, very long history of lying. So it's hard to really trust what he says. Hey, welcome back, Cole. Feel like you're losing your creative touch. Really want to make a fun vid. Well, if anything, take a break, man. You know, maybe what you need is to just take a break and possibly think about something else that you might be interested in working on, or finding something new to work on for a little bit. See if that re-injects a bit of creative inspiration. I mean, it's totally understandable to feel writer's block with pretty much anything after a while. Sometimes hard. Work out and do some self-time, get some PWO, brah. Yeah, I don't really take any of that stuff. But I do drink coffee. So just count that, I guess. But one problem I have with a lot of PWOs is it has red 40. And red 40 is made from crushed beetles, and red 40 is tested on animals. So there are some ethical concerns with red 40. And they put that in a lot of different PWOs. And so they want 2 of these. 157. Let's see, how much protein will I? I don't really change anything about my diet much. The only thing I add is some carbohydrates. That's pretty much it. But it largely stays the same, you know, pretty carb dominant, and moderate protein, low fat. And, you know, I've been eating fully plant-based for like over half a decade now, so there's that too. Alright, we're gonna go check out now. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me today so far. You are heckin' dope.
Please remember to take your receipt and check the please select your language. Please remember to take your receipt and check your rewards account except coupons which may be affordable. Shopping at credits 5, 49, 60, 47, credit 5, 50, 8, 99, credit $4. Well, one, please select your language. 149. Enter your phone number or scan your reward. Enter phone number. Cents. 219. Credit 52 cents. Rewards account accepted. 189. 449. 79 cents. 439. 439. 439. 3. You're finished scanning. Please touch 199. $3.49. Scan coupon now. Your total is
Please select your language.
$22.62. Please select your payment. Touch the item to purchase. Please wait. System processing. Follow the instructions on the pin pad. Move your baking potatoes to the bag. $5.51. Credit 83 cents. Scan. Your order contains an age-restricted item. Help is on the way.
Yeah.
Please remember to take your receipt well and check the select your language for any coupons which may be available to you. Thank you for shopping at Winn-Dixie. Your total is please wait. System processing. Follow the instructions. Welcome. Please select your language. Welcome to enter your phone number or scan your rewards card now. Enter your phone number and check the coupon printer. Well, any coupons select may be available to you. Thank you for shopping at Winn-Dixie.
Hey, Clay, how you doing? Got done with this DoorDash order of Winn-Dixie, the North Winn-Dixie. Now we're gonna pack it up and drop it off. This order's gonna take me slightly south, so that's good. Because every time I come up this area, they barely send me anything, you know. Almost makes me wonder why they send me up here. Pleased with where you are. I'm pleased with how much I weigh, right? But again, like, you don't always have to bulk up to build muscle in that sense. If you're already heavy enough, you don't need to bulk, right? Like, if you're heavy enough, you already bulked. Like, are you gonna tell a 300-pound morbidly obese man that they need to bulk to gain muscle? No, they've already bulked. Right? They're 300 pounds. If anything, they need to lose weight. Depending on their health goals, if they have any. Because, I mean, if you want to be obese, that's your choice, too. I don't really care. All right, put the guys up here. There we go. Yeah, it seems like the rain straight up went away, so that's good. I mean, there is some gray cloudiness up ahead, but I don't think that'll mean much. Well, we'll see what happens. All right, let's figure out where we got to go exactly. Hey, Eric, how you doing? Just Eric. Good to see you. Just don't forget to hit that like button. Let's see if we get it up to 50 likes before I drop this order off. We're only 3 away, so we'll see what happens. Appreciate everyone that's been tuning in and hanging out with me so far. You guys are heckin' dope. On my way with your order. Order. So, wait a minute. This customer lives over by South Park. Why didn't they just order from the Winn-Dixie over there? There's a Winn-Dixie, like, less than 2 miles from them. Why did they order from the one over here? That's so stupid. So, basically, this order... because this customer placed an order north up here instead of closer to them, because it's literally a Winn-Dixie over by them. What the hell? No shame! Wow, no shame. you get a ticket, lady. She just ran a red light. Wow. I saw that back there. She ran a red light. Some people, man, I swear. Some people, huh? Well, anyway, I digress. So the ETA is 7:32. It's 7:17 right now. So we'll get this dropped off and take it from there. Say hi to Eric Hartman. Oh, that's South Park, right? Yeah, not literally the show. That's the name of the avenue that we need to get to. But very funny. Hey Trenton, how you doing? Good to see you. We're dropping off a DoorDash from the North Winn-Dixie. So not the one close to you guys, but the North one. But funny story, the customer that ordered this one lives closer to the other one. So it's like, why didn't they just order from that one, you know? It didn't make any sense to me. But oh well, it's okay. But hope you guys are having a good day so far. Appreciate everyone popping in. One more like, we get to 50. Let's see who's going to be lucky number 50. Who's going to hit that like button? What are we doing? Somebody move! Let's go! Shit. What? What is this? A spaghetti western? You want me to invite Chuck Norris for a shootout, or Clint Eastwood? I mean, jeez. Man, people gotta learn to make up their minds out here. You know, it's like right or wrong, just make a decision. Like, you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like one of those standoffs you see in like those spaghetti western movies. It's like they're just standing there staring at each other. No one's doing anything. It's like they're waiting to make a move. It's like, why? It's stupid. It's like someone just make a decision. Whoever had the right of way, go. Just stop holding people up, you know? But, you know, I got a mouth on me. You know, you guys know that I'm willing to speak my mind when other people don't. I guess that makes me the bad guy, though, right? Oh well, I digress. Oh, someone's got a grill. Yeah, I was wondering what that smell was. It smelled smoke. Looks like they're chilling and grilling over there. Second door. We're almost there. I'm gonna mute you guys again. Hey, what's up, Dan? How you doing? Good to see you. We just made it to the customer's place of residence. Now we're gonna drop this off. I see we're at 51 licks. Heck yeah, Slay Queen. Appreciate you guys for liking the video and sticking around with me. You guys are heckin' dope. Ow! Bumpy wumpy. Alright, we're 5 minutes early, so that's good. Gotta go to 20 buck right away. Hey, how's it going? You got your ID? Okay. Alright, have a good one. Sweet. All right, $10.80. There was a $4.50 tip from the customer, and the rest was base pay and Pro Shopper promo pay. So overall, not too bad. I've done worse. Oh, just got another order. Oh, come on. They want me to go back up there? Dude, what is this? Why do they keep sending me up there? Look, they want me to go back to that one. There's literally one right there. There's literally a Winn-Dixie right there, and they're sending me up there. Jeez, man. All right, $9. Let's do it. It's also not 3.2 miles. That's a lie. Realistically, we're going about 4.5 miles. Could be worse, though. Hesitating definitely causes accidents. Yeah, certainly. Now, selfishness causes accidents, too. But, yeah, hesitation's got to be mentioned. Public's getting some stuff. Yeah, right on. Hope you're getting some good BOGOs and stuff. You know, it's like, why not just send me something down here? They keep dragging me back up there. At least send me something that goes up that way, then send that to me. I digress. Alright, so after we get this order done, that's going to put us at $46 and a nickel. So $46 and a nickel after we get this order done. It's 13 items total. It's got a bag of dog food, but otherwise it's not that bad as far as the amount of weight. So that's fine. So we'll need another $14 so we can crack our $60 goal tonight. I mean, if we don't hit it, it's whatever, you know. Well, we'll see what happens. But anyway, appreciate you guys hanging out with me so far. You guys are heckin' dope. DoorDash order at the Northwind Dixie. $9 for about 4.5 miles, 13 items. Thanks for the shout out. Oh, no problem. Yeah, it's really exciting, man. You're so close. I'm very happy for you. You're so close to getting that 3K. I'm willing to bet that you can be there by tomorrow or the day after. Now when that 3K hits, it won't be too long for the 4K too, right? I wouldn't imagine anyway. for example, we started the month off at 3,030, I think 3,030 something launch hours, and I'll be crossing over 3,500 either tomorrow or the day after. Even though it was only like 10 or 11 days after the beginning of the month. So you figure once you hit that 3K, the momentum just keeps going. So I think the same thing's going to happen with you too. You get new channel memberships, Nicole? Maybe get some spicy emojis picked out. That'd be heckin' dope. Yeah, I gotta fill up my water when I get to there. Remind me to fill up my water. We're getting pretty low on that. Oh, that wagon that I left is still there. I had a feeling I was going to come back here and need it. Trying to get back to using DoorDash. Only let me dash for 30 minutes. Wow, really? Only 30 minutes? Oof. That's rough. You must either not get a lot of hours there, or there's probably a lot of drivers hogging up hours. Guess it could go either way. Lucky me with Platinum. I can work whenever I want. Yay! I can dash whenever I want. Oh, let's go! Noise. Very, very noise. I appreciate that, Nicole. Very generous. Thou art heckin' dope. Thou art heckin' dope. All right, let's go inside. Go inside, have a fun time. Yeah, we're at 54 licks already. Very nice. See if we get up to 60 before I get the sword dropped off. I'd be happy to go. Am I gonna put gems on my account? Yeah, you know, Mary was asking me that too. I don't know if I have it available or if I gotta go to a certain setting to do it. I wonder if is there a certain setting that I need to have on for the gems to be on the channel? Yep. I guess I'd probably have to go on the phone to do it. New Orleans one. Oh, it's right here. She can show you? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, aisle 9. Yeah, I noticed that this Winn-Dixie, like, they do play music, but it's a lot quieter. The Winn-Dixie over by me, they just blare that shit like crazy. And I've been slapped with copyright a couple times because of it. So then I started muting the stream periodically. It's like, oh, copyright, bad choo-choo. All right, bar pads. And no sugar. Noise. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, bad juju. Okay, aisle 11. We gotta get some cocktail weenies, Chef Boyardee, and cabbage. Let's see those cocktail weenies. Okay, Chef Boyardee. You want a 4-pack of the ravioli. Nice. Seasoned cabbage. Very nice. All right, dog food, bleach, and hot dogs. And then we outie. Yeah, just check something real quick. Okay. Anyway, let me see. We gotta get the no splash, the 40-ounce thingy. Yep, no splashy washy with that bleachy weechy. Because if you got a splashy washy with the bleachy weechy, that's no bueno. I think we know that by now, right? Just add 2 and 2 together, and you come up with zebra. Okay, now just gotta get a bag of dog food, and we're out of here. What time do I start my day off? Oh, like what time do I get up in the morning? It really depends. I'd say most of the time I wake up around like 7:30. Sometimes earlier, sometimes later. My internal alarm clock has been a little off this year. All right, grilled steak, recipe flavor. And as far as gig work, that depends on the day. Let's see. Hey Sandra, how you doing? Good to see you. Just heading to the register to check out this order. $9, 4.5 miles, 13 items.
Instructions on the pin pad. Welcome. Please select your language. Enter your phone number or rewards account accepted. 18, 29, credit, 1, 30, 3, 99. Place your item in the bagging area. Shopping at Win Exit. Your receipt and check the coupon printer. 189, credit, 64 cents. 189, credit, 94. Enter your phone number or scan your rewards card now. 64 cents. 189, credit, 299 cents. Enter 489, credit, 90 cents. Rewards account accepted. Skip your total. 199, system credit, 32 instructions on the pin pad. 119, credit, 10 cents. 119, credit, 10 cents. Scan coupon now. Insert coupon into slot near the menu left. Touch the continue button if finished. Insert coupon into slot near the your total rate. Please select your payment instructions. 199, credit, 49 cents. 199, credit, 49 cents. 279, credit, 79 and check the coupon printer for any coupons which may be available to you. Thank you for shopping at Winn-Dixie. Please remember to take your receipt and check the coupon printer for any coupons. Please select, enter your phone number or enter coupon. Your total. Please wait. System processing. Follow the instructions. Rewards account on the pin pad. Accepted. 59. $5. Please remember to take your receipt and check the coupon printer for any coupons which may be available to you. Thank you for shopping at Winn-Dixie.
I forgot to give you guys an aneurysm warning. That's how goddamn shaky this camera gets. Oh well, I digress. Ah, crap, I forgot to fill up my water again. God damn it. Oh well, it's all good. I'm sure I'll get an opportunity to fill it up again. But, DoorDash, stop sending me up here, damn it. They keep sending me up here. Like, it's like, oh wow, these orders are great. Come back up here, Mike. We got another order for you. It would have made a lot more sense if they just sent it to me while I already had the other order. I know it was available. They're just testing my limits, you know. But of course, they know I'm going to comply because this is how I make money. Well, more specifically, this is how I make ends meet. Because, I mean, to make money on these apps, please. Make ends meet? Sure. Put a few bucks in the piggy bank? Sure. But bona fide making money? Hell no. But hey, I'm like the bike dasher. I've got a standard to uphold. And that's fine by me. On my way with your order. Alrighty, let's get this bad boy dropped off. It's 7:55 right now. And the ETA is 8:01. So we got a little under 6 minutes to drop the ball. Trenton says you're at Wind Ghetto. Yeah, we're at Wind Ghetto. We're at the one over by Dairy Road or Singleton Avenue. Because they dragged me back up here again. I mean, the least they can do is send me another one. Maybe. They probably won't, though. They love sending me up here and not sending me anything else. They do that every time I come up here. Every time I come up here, they either don't send me anything else to follow up with the order, or they drag me back south. You know? Oh, well. Hey, Wilkie, how you doing? So, for everyone coming in, just don't forget to hit that like button. Hold that shaped like a thumb. Let's see if we get it up to 60 likes tonight. We're doing pretty heckin' dope as far as that stuff, you know? You know what's annoying though is when you're on mobile, they don't show you the like button. Like, they don't show you the like button right away. You gotta tap the right hand corner and then hit the like button if you're on mobile. It's like, that's stupid. At least with TikTok, they have it right on the screen on the top right. You don't have to click anything and then you gotta tap on it. You just tap on it because it's right there. You know? I don't know why YouTube doesn't do it. You figure that they spend all their time and effort copying TikTok anyway. They might as well get that part right. I mean, why do you think YouTube has gone down the route of shorts? It's because they're copying TikTok. But I digress. Trenton gives me 5 stars. Thanks, Trenton. Appreciate that. I do my best. Oh, wait. Wait. The geography has this as a circle, but they call it a lane. So that threw me off. It's like, it literally goes around like a circle. So why are they calling it a lane? That geographically doesn't make any sense. This whole Briarwood Lane, it's a circle. It's not a lane. I don't know who the architect was, but I'd like to speak to their manager. Let me just pull out my Karen wig real quick so I can speak to their manager. Yep. Yeah. Ow! Ah! Ooh, that was rough. Ah! That was a roughy wuffy. Okay. There we go. Got it. I'll be right out. All right, I'm gonna pause DoorDash. Hey, Stitchliff, how you doing? For everyone coming in, just don't forget to hit that lick button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. See if we get it up to 60 before I wrap up the stream tonight. Currently at 54. Have a good one. Let's see. Jack says expanding the empire up north. Nice. Yeah, I think we've got 22 more channel memberships before I can make an 18th emoji. And it'll be a battle between Baby Legs and Winky Tippy, because for some reason people really want either of those. So it's like, all right, well, I'll give the people what they want. And that's a big thing that keeps people coming back to someone's channel. You know, if you're a consistent, reliable brand and you give people what they want, then people are going to keep coming back, you know. Plus, they'll tell their family and friends about the channel. So it's like a nice little word of mouth, you know. You make me crank up, brothers. Crank up. You mean like I crack you up? Is that what you mean? Well, if that's the case, glad you find some enjoyment from this channel. You guys are heckin' dope. You know, over time, I'm gonna roll out more and more segments and things to do on this channel. We're very close to our full monetization goal. We're less than 70 subs away from 1,000, and we're less than 600 away from 1,000 watch hours. So we're very close. We can definitely get there by the end of the month. At least at this rate, anyway. At this rate, we can get there by the end of the month. DoorDash off right now because they're not going to send me anything up here. Every time they drag me up here, they either drag me back or they don't send me anything. And usually when that happens, that's a sign to just wrap up. Because I'm not gonna just wait out here if they're not gonna send me stuff, you know? Makes no sense. We're back south. Well, technically, that other Winn-Dixie order I did, it actually brought me back south, which was weird because the customer that lives that way, the Winn-Dixie down there is closer to them compared to the one up here. I don't know why DoorDash did that. That really made no sense to me. They could have just sent the order to that Winn-Dixie, so I wouldn't have had to go up this way in the first place. What wound up happening is they dragged me back up here for another Winn-Dixie. So that was dumb. I've noticed that every time that DoorDash drags me up this way, that's usually a sign that it's a slow day. Plus, I mean, none of these orders have been great. They've been okay on the whole. Like, overall, we didn't do too bad for the amount of time we spent. But I can definitely tell that today was like more of a slower day, you know? But I digress. I'll plug you guys in real quick. 20% battery life. There we go. Nice. Very nice. Oh, wait. There we go. Got it. Okay. There we go. It's plugged in all the way now. Very nice. That happen often. An order from a certain restaurant goes far away and they have another location next customer. Yeah, that's so stupid. Like, I know it's I guess it's just the AI, right? I know my buddy Dean, Real Dean, was talking about that. Where it's like the algorithm, what they'll do is, like, if certain items are not available, then they might just send the order to a different, further away location. Even if the customer didn't order for that location. So what I'm thinking is that this customer that was down here, they probably ordered from that Winn-Dixie down there. But I guess DoorDash just sent the order up here instead. Because all those items that we got, they do sell them at that Winn-Dixie. But I guess maybe they were just out. So I don't know. Oh well. It is what it is. $46 from getting work, and we went about 27 miles. So not too bad. Not great, but not too bad. And I think tomorrow's going to be even better. Because tomorrow I'm going to come out around the breakfast and lunch time, and then I'll go out in the evening. Well, depending on how well I do during that. off. That's crazy. They Venmo'd you $45. Wow. Sure. Okay. I mean, I'm glad it worked out. So, old address. Oh, okay. So it wound up going from $7 for 2.5 miles to $52 for 14 miles. Wow. I definitely would have taken an order like that. I don't care if I'm on my bike. I would take an order like that for sure. I mean, if the pay was guaranteed, of course. Because those wrong address customers, it could definitely be dicey. Oh my God, Taco Bell? Holy crap, they tipped me $45 to deliver Taco Bell. That is probably the most generous Taco Bell customer I've ever heard of. It's crazy. It's like a lot of Walmart Spark customers don't even tip that much. A lot of DoorDash customers don't even tip that much. But a Taco Bell customer did? Wow. I imagine they probably had a pretty nice place, huh? 4 items in one bag wasn't as warm as could have been. Yeah. Well, I mean, you had to go 11.5 extra miles, so that's totally understandable. You know what it is too, man, is like, you know what they do at Taco Bell, so if the order isn't sitting on the shelf for a long period of time, they microwave, right? Like they don't even fry the orders anymore a lot of the time. Like they'll microwave it and then they'll put it on the fryer for like 30 seconds. That way it looks like they grilled it or fried it. But they'll just throw it in the microwave beforehand. I watched them do it. The Taco Bell that's closest to me, I see the microwave and they use it for everything all the time. You know? But they have to put it in that pan sear or that grill for like 30 seconds just so it looks like they actually grilled your order. And if they don't microwave it, they grill it for like a minute. So it looks like it's hot and ready, but the center is ice cold. So then you find yourself delivering lukewarm / cold food, even though you were waiting for the order. It's crazy. I see a lot of these fast food places doing that. Oh yeah, I watched them do it, man. They got a microwave on each side of the conveyor belt. Well, not the conveyor belt, but you know that whole strip, that prep line that they have. They have one for the takeout window, and they've got another one for mobile orders. There's always more takeout window side, of course. They always have like one person, maybe 2 people with the DoorDash line. That's also why it takes so damn long sometimes, because they prioritize the takeout window. It's kind of dumb because technically the DoorDash customer already paid for the order. You know? Like they technically already paid for the order, but yet that's an afterthought. That doesn't really make sense to me. Oh wow, you almost canceled it. Well, that was a hell of a gamble that you did, Jack. I'm happy to see it paid off for you, buddy. Just muting the stream periodically to help keep the noise down a little bit. Wonder an average, what percentage of orders out there don't make it to the customers? Yeah, I wonder. I would like to say that the overall majority probably do make it to the customer, I would assume. But I guess that depends on the area. Like, every now and again, you'll see those TikToks from some of these, some of these bigger gig channels. They'll take a video of a full shelf of bags that are just, like just bags filling up the shelves on the, like the DoorDash area, the DoorDash pickup area. I would imagine like that's probably in bigger cities, right? In my area, I rarely ever see anything more than like 2 orders sitting on the top shelf at Taco Bell, because most of the time the order's not even ready when you get there. But I think in these bigger metropolitan places, it would make a lot more sense to see more stuff like that, because there's just more people, Am I getting off? Yeah, I'm heading back home. I'm pretty much wrapping up because DoorDash, they're not going to send me anything up that way when I was up that way. They almost never do. So a lot of the time, I wind up having to take dead miles back home, when they could have just kept me in my main area instead. But, oh well. That's what I get sometimes. I don't know. I mean, you win some, you lose some with this line of work. Like sometimes you just gotta grind it out a little bit for a couple hours on a slow day. And other times you got those days that are just really, really good to work longer for. And it's really just you going out there and figuring it out. Like, I know it's a safe bet that you'll at least get some kind of business done with DoorDash during the dinner hours. Mainly because that's the time of day where more people place more orders regularly, right? That doesn't guarantee you're going to do great, and it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get great orders. But it at least does guarantee, for the most part, that you can expect to get something. Compared to like 2 in the afternoon. You figure 2 in the afternoon, like most people are out at their W-2s and they're past their lunch break, So that just winds up being a slower time of day to do DoorDash. Now, don't get me wrong, I've had some times where I can actually get good orders, but I wouldn't normally advise working around that time of day, unless somehow, some way, it was a great time in the area. And then the mornings can usually be pretty good, but you got to get out early enough. Sometimes I see Little Caesars throw out several pizzas before they close. Oh yeah. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many restaurants do that. And what winds up happening too is you got the dumpster diving crowd. They know that these restaurants are going to do that, so they'll wait till they throw everything out, close up shop, and when there's no one else on the property, they'll go dumpster dive for the pizza. Now, I think these merchants do know. I'm pretty sure they're aware, right? Because they have surveillance footage for 24 hours a day. In some places, they have on-site security too, right? but nonetheless, it is common practice to not only see them throw out at the end of the day, but also for the dumpster diving crowd to come in and pick it up. Which, believe it or not, I actually don't have a problem with. And that's kind of like the freeganism argument. Some people call it freeganism, like they put dumpster diving into that. And I don't personally have a problem with it because a merchant is not trying to deliberately throw food away. They just happen to have food that isn't purchased and they can't salvage it beyond that point, so they have to get rid of it. And I don't necessarily believe that you're creating demands if you decide to go dumpster dive some Little Caesars pizza after the store's closed and they throw it away. It's like, that's the thing. It becomes trash. You know, it becomes trash. Last time I checked, there isn't a direct demand for trash. You know what I mean? So I don't have a problem with people dumpster diving at all. I really don't. You can even argue it's more ethical, mainly because lower carbon footprint. Plus the whole supply and demand thing. I know in some philosophical debates, supply and demand is brought up with certain ethical topics and whatnot. And personally, I don't think it's unethical to dumpster dive. I've seen Instagrams from people dumpster dive. Crazy what some get. Yeah, I mean, what's the old saying, right? One man's trash is another man's treasure. I mean, you're throwing it away, right? It's trash. So you want trash? Go ahead. You know, it's not hurting anyone. It's not harming anyone. You're not creating demand for something. But I don't really care if someone wants to dumpster dive or not. I'm for it. I do it for plant-based stuff. Yeah. Alright, we're pretty close to the house. We'll be there in no time, and we'll take Lucy out for a walk when I get back home. know if you guys saw that back there, but that blue Toyota RAV4 was really, really close to the car in front of him. Like, it wasn't even a car length. That was nuts. I don't know why they were doing that, but, you know, if the guy in front of them slammed their brakes, that's an accident right there. Like, I'll never understand these aggressive and selfish driving tactics that people do. I don't get it. Like, I never did that shit when I used to own a car. It was like, that doesn't help you get faster to where you need to go. There's still someone in front of you. You're just being a big douche. You know, that's all you're doing. You're just being a big douche for no reason. And then the brake checking was like, oh my god. I've had someone brake check me on I-95 a couple of years ago for no goddamn reason. Like, they were going 100 plus miles an hour, and they almost sideswiped me, right? And then I beep at them, and then they slow down to like 20, 30 miles an hour when the speed limit is 70. So I had to swerve to the next lane to get away from that. And then they sped off. That was a full-blown brake check. That's illegal, by the way. You can't brake check. So if someone out there watching, if you're brake checking, you're breaking the law. So don't do that. I don't care how annoying people get. Don't brake check ever. That's bullshit. Even cops aren't technically supposed to do that either. Except for the whole qualified immunity thing, which personally I think is bullshit. Not gonna get into that. Wumpy, wumpy. Craziest road I've driven on for sure. Can't stand those people. Yeah, I hate I-95. But unfortunately, US 1 is a lot slower. And I mean a lot slower. Your average speed is 45 miles an hour, and there's traffic lights, there's traffic stops. So yeah, you're gonna get to where you need to go a lot faster, assuming you don't die, right? Assuming you don't die from a brake checker on I-95 or a side swiper or tailgating Tyrone. But I digress. Hey, Pokes. Welcome back, buddy. We're about to take Lucy for a walk. Yeah, just gotta fill up my water real quick. A little lacking with agua. Just a bit. Okay. Went to a crab house on A1A. It was shady, bro. Yeah, those places smell awful too. I can't stand the smell of seafood. Smells like someone lifted their fucking armpit, or they're not wearing underwear. It's disgusting. Lucy. Hi, baby. I never really was into seafood, honestly. I never really was. Sure as hell not now. Or the past 5.5 years. Okay, there we go. Takes a second for the stream to come back sometimes. Let's see, Trenton says, taking Lucy for a walk, cute. Oh, of course. Yeah, she can't not have her evening walk. She's always up for it. Only on the very rare occasion is she not. Like, out of all the times I streamed her walks since starting live streaming on this channel, there was only one time when she really wasn't up for it. And that was just because she was coming down with some Shar-Pei fever. That's a thing that Shar-Peis get. It's various symptoms, but 1 1/4 Shar-Peis get it at birth. And unfortunately, she was the 1 out of 4 that inherited Shar-Pei fever. There's no known cure for it either. It's just managing symptoms when they experience them. Wow, what do you smell there, baby? I saw a doggy over here. What street? I'm not giving out that information, Trenton. So, when you're on the internet, Trenton, you never want to tell people where you live. Like, it's okay to tell people what city you live in, but I wouldn't advise telling people, like, by the street, by the house number, anything like that. Because you never know when some weirdo or some very malicious person is watching your stream and then suddenly they try to dox you or some crap like that. That does happen, by the way. That does happen. I mean, hell, maybe I shouldn't even talk about the state I live in, for God's sakes, but whatever. But yeah, you never give that kind of information out. Mm-mm. Like, maybe someday I'll get a P.O. box, but a P.O. box doesn't entail anything as far as where you live. Because I'd rather people not know. Because, I mean, come on, it's the internet. The internet's full of wackos and weirdos and evil people wearing evil clothes. You just never know. Baby leg lane. Yes. Mr. Worldwide Avenue. Bad Juju Boulevard. Winky Tippy Drive. Bumpy Wumpy way. Man, that's funny. Oh, you're gonna mark it? Ah, there you go. Oh, Lucille, you naughty girl. Winn-Dixie Drive. You just checking everything out, Lucille? Got to make sure everything's in order. How is Pooja? Who's Pooja? I don't know what that is. Do you mean Lucy? Oh, Pooha. Oh, that's who you mean. Oh, I don't know. I've never spoken to them again. That was that bad customer incident. I mean, the crazy part is she ordered from a place of work and threw such a fit over watermelon, dude. It's crazy. Stupidity knows no bounds. There's no limitations on being a dum-dum, unfortunately. Yeah, you ready to turn around, sweetie? What did rain equal? Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think there's an outright correct answer. That really depends. Like, I've had my fair share of experiences where order volume seemed higher in the rain whenever I used to drive a car. And then there were other times where it made little to no difference. Plus, it depends on the time of day. I mean, you figure if it rains in the mid-afternoon, for example, it's still the mid-afternoon. Order volume's generally low around that time anyway. So it wouldn't really make a substantial difference on order volume if it rained around that time of day. I would also assume the morning time wouldn't make too much of a difference either, because you figure a lot of people are already heading out for work. Now, the dinner hours, though, I could definitely see a difference with that. Because you figure, like, the most overall orders are placed around that time of day. And even with orders being placed around that time of day, there's still a lot of people going out to the store to get the order. So all those people that typically do that are also going to order out via DoorDash whenever it rains. So if you just, go by correlation, that makes a lot of sense to me. But again, it really depends, because some orders or some days are just very slow in general anyway. Like, there's a big difference between a Wednesday afternoon, like Wednesday mid-afternoon, versus a Saturday night. That's a hell of a difference for the most part. Let's see, you got anything else you got to do down here, sweetie? Hey, Weldon Carey. How you doing? Thanks for hitting that like button. Appreciate you being here with us. We went out and did some DoorDash this evening, and we did okay. The orders were mid, but overall we did okay. And now we're just getting back home from a walk with Lucy. All right, come on, sweetie. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Had a decent day overall. Uh-oh, I hear the frogs. Hold on, let's whip out the emoji. Sing me the song of your people. There we go. Yeah, for anyone that doesn't know, those are frogs. Those sounds that you hear. And that's turned into a running thing on this channel. The hearing the frogs whenever I take Lucy out at night. The sing me the song of your people. So, had to turn that into an emoji. Yeah, there you go. Walk with Lucy, sing me the song of your people. I had Nina tell me that she thinks that frog looks like an elephant, which I thought was pretty funny. I was like, oh, well, if it doesn't look enough like a frog, I can change it. And they were like, nah, it's even better that way. So it's like, all right, fair enough. As long as you guys enjoy these emojis, plus, we'll vote in an 18th emoji once we get enough more memberships. We got to get 22 more for me to roll out an 18th emoji, which is heckin' dope. From far away, kind of does. I see. Let's see. Are you done with your patrolling, Lucille? Lucy's our residential neighborhood watch. She's always on the lookout. Lieutenant Lucy. See the frog more? Yeah, that's what I thought too. I guess it depends how you look at it. Yeah, she loves sniffing over that way specifically, because that's where the rabbits like to run off to. The occasional rabbits that she finds at night. Plus, in general, she's just quite a snoop. All right, I don't want to get bitten up out here, sweetie. Them skaters are coming out. Them skaters. Yeah, I like those streams that Bushka's been doing lately with the ducks. It's cute. Like he'll go to the duck pond and just see like just dozens and dozens of ducks. It's heckin' dope. All right, coming in, sweetie. Yeah, I think I mentioned it before. My landlord got her car back. Rats ate through the fuel line. That's what the mechanic told her. So she put some kind of like rat repellent stuff in there just to keep them away. Because that set her back a pretty penny. Alright, come on in, sweetie. Okay. Good night, Lucille. We love you very much. Okay, well, we're back home. So, I'm going to be wrapping up the stream right about here. Appreciate everyone that hung out with me today. Like to announce you'll release a short soon. Have to put a disclaimer on the title. Oh, okay. We look forward to it, Cole. Maybe less than an hour. Oh, right on. Well, I'll be up for a few minutes, so I'll see if I can catch it. So, be on the lookout. I got you. Cool beans. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up right about now. So, we did all right with work tonight, and overall had a pretty good day. So, if you guys enjoyed the stream, just hit that like button. It's the one that's shaped like a thumb. Subscribe to the channel if you have yet to do so, and ring that taco bell so you get notified next time I upload and live stream. And I noticed there's a community beta where you guys can post on my community tab, which is pretty cool. So feel free to check that out sometime if you guys want to post on my community tab on mobile. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of the stream, what you'd like to see next. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I got plenty of links in the description box down below if you look for other interesting things and stuff. Consider joining our channel as a channel member. It's only 99 cents. Gives you exclusive benefits, including but not limited to the corniest emojis on the internet. But anyway, love you guys. Appreciate continued support of my channel. I'll be back out sometime tomorrow night. Whether it's work or if it's Lucy's walk or both. Either way, I'll be back out tomorrow night. And I will probably be out early too. So be on the lookout for the daytime hours too. But anyway, I'll see you guys then. Take care.